Last time on Babs Bear Talk.
Because if you stick it with glue, it's not going to work. And pretty much you should just like let somebody reupholster the chair. So I just finished cooking the chicken. My masa's ready. And the cabbage salad is ready, or sauce, whatever you want to call that, ceviche, is ready. So when Joe comes in, all I have to do is squish the masa, fry it, put all the toppings, and Joe will have his salbutes. He went to the auction since about 8 o'clock this morning. He went to two different auction sites. One of the auctions is held in person tomorrow, and one of them is on the computer. So I think if he wants a car from each location, Joshua's going to have to stay here tomorrow. Well, he doesn't have school on Thursdays anyways, but he's going to have to stay on the computer and try to win the bid on the one that Joe would want from the one that's held online. So we'll see. I don't know if he'll find cars at both locations. All I know is that when he goes, he comes back by noon and he's ravenously hungry. And so that's why I'm trying to have some food ready. I don't have any updates on Osley right now because I haven't heard anything. I don't suppose anyone from the family has gone there this morning. I don't know if we're going to go today. I'm hoping that we'll go because I really do feel like we make a difference for him and for his family when we go. But I have to see what kind of mood Joe is in when he comes home, if he's hungry, tired, hot, whatever. My Aunt Lita, I haven't heard anything from my cousin Effie, so I'm assuming that no news is good news because I think if something had taken a turn for the worse, they would have called me already. But I'm going to take a break right now, get out of these hot lights, and then call Effie to see what's going on with Lita, come back, pick this meat from the bone, and then just get ready for when Joe walks in so that we can have some lunch together. First of all, I have to go get the mop and mop my floor again because I could feel the grease after cooking that chicken. Oh, let me show you how the chicken looks. Beautiful, right? So I gotta pick it from the bone. Yeah. Weeby. I'm gonna go back and check my PayPal again to get your name. I think it's Judy or Julie. Oh, God, forgive me if it's wrong. I'll go check. But I saw your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, okay? Thank you so much for you to do your sales and to give me something from that. That just really blesses my heart. Whatever you are needing from God, just ask Him, okay? This is how seed work. The Bible says, since time began until time ends, there's always going to be seed, time, harvest, all right? So seed is when you're planting the seed. There has to be some time in between, and then you get the harvest. So it's just like growing, the avocado tree or orange tree or whatever. You don't get orange off the tree right away after you plant it unless you go and you buy a tree that they already engrafted and it's already big and they already blossom and have some orange going. Then yeah, you can get orange off that tree the first year, right? Other than that, whenever you plant a seed, there's a little bit of time that has to happen in between, and then you get to a harvest. So now how you shorten that time that's in between is if you're always giving. So let's say, let me get some things for an example. Let's say this is a seed and this is a seed, and I planted this, and then a short while later I planted this. Let's get another example. A short while later I planted this seed, and a short while later I planted this seed. So then when the harvest from this seed comes up, you might see a short time between the harvest of this seed because it's going like that. So it's just kind of like when we first started our business. This one company that we worked for, they started off with net 30, right? But they ordered like every couple of days, they ordered something. So by the time the first check came after 30 days, the next check was due 2 days later, and 2 days later, and 2 days later, and 2 days later. And that's why the harvest will come quickly then. Did I explain it right? Or did I totally confuse you guys? So I have the cameras perched in all kinds of locations. I have the Nikon Coolfix 9900 on this broken tripod that's sitting in a thingy. Let me show you guys. See? See, I have this stuff that you put the bills in. And this tripod's broken, the third leg's broken. So I just gonna jam it in there with that camera. And that's what's seen from that angle over there. So that you guys can hang out with me today while I do this show on Belizean salbutes, alright? That when he walked in, I could have this wonderful lunch for him. Come say hey there. You're hungry?
I'm hungry, bro.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, hungry and tired.
You're hungry and tired and hot, right?
Don't spell it. Get hot and then get cold.
It got hot and cold? Oh my goodness. Alrighty.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start mashing off the masa balls to fry. Joe, would you turn that stove on behind me, babe? The cast iron skillet. And then let me show you guys what we're doing. Joe got back from the auction like around 1:30. So I made the salbutes, we ate, we did our thumbnail. The water company came back out to reread my meter. Did I tell you guys that earlier? I got my water bill that's due like March the 5th. And it went from like $46 a month to $144. I'm like, say what? I have not paid a water bill that's more than $53 in forever. And $53 would be in the summer if I were watering a lawn that I don't have, okay? So normally my water bill is like 46 bucks. And to go from 46, you know, between 46 and 50 bucks to 144, I almost fainted yesterday. So of course, I'm the one that has to make that phone call, even though the water is in Joe's name. So I like the way Joshua and them were like, Mom, you gotta call, right? I'm like, why is it always Mom though? Mom's gonna take a bunch of days off here.
Because mom's always do that.
Joe says because moms always do that. So I called the water company and the lady answered the phone, right? I said I wanted to talk to billing. And I said, my water bill just tripled. That's all I said. And she goes, okay, we'll come back out and reread your meter.
You know?
I'm like, this bitch. Oh, so y'all know you didn't read my meter. Let me tell you why they wouldn't have read the meter. It's not because of the dogs, because it's out there on the front by the sidewalk. It's because the gophers throw dirt in that hole that they have the meter, and they have to bring a little shovel and clear out the hole, and then they can read. So they don't want to do that. Well, that's not my job to go clean out that hole. That's why they get paid good money to come and read these meters. So the guy came back out right when I was doing the thumbnail to my picture, and he's like, ma'am, they read your meter wrong. I'm like, duh, I knew they did because we don't have no pipe leak and we haven't used any more water. When I had guests in my home when my mom died, we had like 16 people in the house at the same time taking showers. My water bill barely went up to $55. You know what I mean? So whatever the meter read today was like way less than what they even wrote. I'm like, these people are such little stinking thieves and liars. If I don't keep tabs on these things, nobody would know that we're getting ripped off. I have to watch the light company, the gas company, the water company, the friggin' phone company. I have to watch everybody like a hawk. So this one likes to wear this thick jacket, right? Because it's cold out. But it's hot in this car because the AC is not working. And so then he has to crack the window, crack all type of stuff because he's hot. I'm like, do like me, put on a light jacket. Then you don't have to be jumping from the car.
Okay, don't cry.
What you want to say, some kind of badness? So anyways, I got to bleep out all of what Joe said just now. He always the cuss bad one. We're heading over to Osley. The one sister-in-law that lives far away is there. She's been there for quite a few hours. I think she's still there. She said that, let me see what she said, because I didn't even really read it because I was doing that show. She said Osley had an AIRE bleed. I don't know what AIRE is, so she might have spelled something wrong, but he had some type of bleed in his head, but his condition remains the same. He opened his eyes wide when I call his name. See you soon. The other sister-in-law that lives out here, she's gonna go later this evening. I spoke with her today too, and she was even confirming some other things that the other sister-in-law said. So I am so glad that I was able to discern who were the good people and who were the bad people in this scenario, and who could be trusted, you know. So I guess we can talk with this sister-in-law about the shop and if she handed in the letter yet to Arceli. Speaking of which, I was supposed to get back some money from them. I don't think it's gonna be a whole lot because $400 out of the $820 would have gone for the rent for January for the 11 days that we were in there. And then I imagine they would take some back for cleaning, which we left the place as clean as we could after 15 years.
I just got that out and tell her thank you.
No, she said we'd get something back.
I know.
And it didn't come. She said within 21 to 30 days. 30 days was the 11th of February. So I'm gonna go check my P.O. box.
Ain't gonna hurt to send you that back.
It might be in the P.O. box. She was the one that said 21 to 30 days. We weren't bugging her for nothing, remember? So maybe it's in the P.O. box, because when I had given the official 30-day quit or the 30-day notice, I put in there that whatever is left over, would they please send to the P.O. box. So they might have done that, but the day she came, she took her address. So they may have sent it to the P.O. box. I'm gonna stop there today and check. And Michael, I got your text today about sending out the mic and the tracking number and all that stuff. I'm gonna keep tabs on it so that I can rush down there and get it for the kids when it comes. They're so excited about it. They said they're gonna buy the Phantom Power. Jada has a mic too that she had gotten before that they never did buy the Phantom Power for, but I think it was a little cheapo mic or whatever. So they're excited to get a good mic, and I'm gonna let you know when it comes, all right? And Weeby, I hope you're feeling better today. I prayed for you today, right in between when I was doing my shows. I was praying for you, and I hope you're feeling that much better today, okay? So we're almost there, and I guess I'll see you guys in the room if I can. If I can.
This is Joe. Squeeze my hand.
No. That's okay. That seemed pretty purposeful to me.
That was, right?
Man, we gotta put this back in.
So you really like Joe. And we go way back, huh, Osley? And we go back when we sit in the back.
I'll then talk about his girls.
So we sit in the back there and we sit in the back door, huh? We talk about all the girls, huh?
All right, guys, we're leaving. We spent 2 hours. Look at those black clouds. Joe, look at those black clouds. It's gonna rain, huh? I think it was a pretty good day. They had him sitting up in the cardiac chair, and he responded to Joe quite a bit. He squeezed Joe's hand. He opened his eyes every time Joe spoke to him, and he purposely raised his left arm and took it to his face. And the nurse was there, and she said, she goes, you guys saw that, right? That was purposeful. That was not any kind of reflex. And she said, and when I came back on, she was the one that was taking care of him last week when he woke up. My battery just died. So she said, I prayed and I asked God if I could be of influence to make a change in his status. And she was there, and I said, you're the one that's making all this happen. She goes, I think it's all three of us, because I think you guys are believers, right? I'm like, yes, I'm a believer. And so you know, he's holding his own. He's still having brain bleeds, and I think that's why we have this setback. And so she was like, don't worry about the setbacks, you know, just keep coming and keep stimulating him. And so I told her what Pastor Ron likes to say, your setbacks are only a setup for your comeback, something to that effect. So we're still very hopeful for Osley, and his sister-in-law, the one that lives out this side, was there with us today, and she was so hilariously funny. I didn't realize she was so funny. So we had a good visit, and yeah, we're gonna keep coming until he wakes up. He has to wake up. He has to wake up. This is not his time yet. He has to wake up. He's still breathing on his own, which is a good sign. His sugar was kind of high, so they gave him some insulin. And other than that, today was like a far different day than Monday and Tuesday, huh, babe? So I'll catch you guys at home.
What you doing with your honey?
I'm right here, baby. Let me show you where the honey. Go through the door. See, this is what I do. I move things around. You see it?
Sit on, honey.
Put on the light then. You see?
It's a bit long here. I thought far right from there.
It was in my way today.
Bring this up.
It was in my way because I was like perching the camera at precarious spots and stuff, you know? What are you making?
Ginger tea. Ginger and honey. Sweet like me.
Oh, I totally got an A on this midterm.
Yes.
Confident about that one.
Yes, sure, yes. My kid's a smarticle.
Kids.
You're trying to take away stuff from my other two kids?
I mean, if there was something to take, I would, but there's nothing to take.
Hey. Hey. How much I asked you she make?
$90,000.
And she a principal or something? No?
I'm just one teacher.
That's if you stay in a place long enough as a teacher, you make that kind of money. You've been doing it for like 15 years,
She
basically.
teaches eighth grade math.
How long has she been a teacher?
Probably 30 odd.
Yeah. The time is not worth the pain.
So I didn't end up going to the gym today, but that's okay because the trip to Osley was well worth it for the response that we were getting out of him. I mean, he wasn't really recognizing us, or maybe he did and we just didn't know. But he definitely was responsive, which is different than the other 2 days when he was unresponsive. So I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a great evening.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it. Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
With splash?
Yeah.